Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Dash. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios a price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on a weekly time frame, we've had a possible cycle 1 completion all the way up here at $1,680 something. That is a massive number compared to the price that we have today, around $50. The first leg most likely was something like this, but again we don't know where this started. Indeed, if you got in here around or less than $1, well, congratulations, this run must have felt pretty amazing. What is that, 544,000% or what? Yeah, something like that. I can't imagine that number. But in any case, after that wave 1 of cycle, we could be looking at this as a wave 2, or the wave 2 is not complete and this is just the first leg of wave 2. Then we have some kind of wave or second leg like so, and then we have third leg coming down here to complete the wave 2 later. Now, if we are looking this as bullish and we are saying that wave 2 is indeed here, we could be labeling it something like this. Actually, I need to change that. There we go. So in here we would have a intermediate 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a perfect count, but still viable. Looks okay. Primary 1 would be established here, then a 3-way move down here. Currently we can label this as a WXY. On the wave Y we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Either these lows or these lows, doesn't really matter. We have the 3-way pullback for the wave B. Let me label that in. For some reason I haven't got it here. A, B and C. And we basically have to be saying at the moment that this count is done. I have a scenario here on one of these counts saying that this indeed is a 5-wave structure that is finished, saying that we had some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this indeed is finished. We did have a divergence between the 3rd and 5th here, which would indicate that there is a possibility that this has already bottomed. Other scenarios there are of course that we would have created a local bottom and then we would be looking for a bit higher and then continuation downwards. At the moment, according to this count, this is basically the only place we can have this bottom. Our invalidation point for this whole idea of being a 1-2 is getting really close, and that's around the $33 area or $34 area. Oh, that is really old. There we go. So yeah, that is one scenario. Other scenario is that we have some kind of 3-way structure into W, and then the same ABC, where the C wave is that same established 5-wave structure here that I showed you, and then we would be looking for 3-way structure down here. 1-to-1 extension on logarithmic scale is around $16.50. On arithmetic, of course, we can't even measure this thing at all. Now, what else? Well, we can take a look at the substructures here, I guess. Of course, depending on how you want to view this whole structure here, we can be looking this as an ABC coming down, or an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if that is something you want to be placing. It is possible that we can have a 5-way structure in here, in which we would say that this is indeed an A wave, then this would be a B wave, and then we would be looking for 5 waves to accompany this first leg over here to create a large zigzag. At that point, again, we would most likely be taking out these previous lows and targeting this 1 to 3 around the $23 area. At this point, again, we would only be looking at only this place, or below the $23 area. I would be looking into this possibility of being a 3-wave. Before that, I'm mostly looking at it as an ABC or something else that I've got here. So in this one, we would be looking for some kind of 5-way structure, although it is kind of hard to say or hard to place. Did I have it here? No, that's the WXY. Have I deleted it? I think I have. I think I had it like this as 1, 2. This would be 3, 4, and this would be 5. So according to this one as well, we could be really finishing this ABC. But instead of completing a whole correction of this previous structure here, we would be now looking to retrace this first leg here with this larger B wave of minor here. So three-way structure, depending on how high we get this B wave or this second structure over here, depends or gets us the bias for this last leg, whether it's going to be a wave C or wave Y. So if we don't get a 90% retracement of this A wave here, then we would be looking for a three-way structure coming down. Both of them are going to be looking to take out these current lows, and overall, as a WXY, we would be looking for taking out these previous lows here as well. Now, I must say, let's take a look at the weekly time frame. We don't have the volume coming in before around this March or April 2017, so we can't really use the volume profile, at least on this chart. But we have, and we can see that we have a lot of tops here around the $15 to $12 area. So I would assume that is going to be the long-term bottom, if indeed we are going to take more lows here. But yeah, that is just one scenario, of course. The other scenario is that we have this kind of structure. Let's zoom in. In this one, we would have three waves in W, three waves in X, then we would have this larger ABC. Now, what I don't like about this is that we have a larger degree structures in here, in minor, and these minute structures are larger than these ones. However, it is still possible to have this. It's just less likely usually. In here, we could have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a leading contracting diagonal, and at that point again we would have three waves in here into B, and then looking for 5 waves into this C wave. Currently it looks like we could be establishing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 1, 2, another 1, 2, as this structure definitely does not seem to be fitting the idea of it is same scale of this one as a third wave, right? So in here we would have a 1, 2, an extension in 3, then 4 and 5. We can take a look at the local structures after this point, but again the idea here is to look for this wave 4 and then one more low here for the C wave. So let's zoom in a bit, see what we have. Unlike some other altcoins, we do have a pretty good looking structure here for the possible wave 4 that I just mentioned. This would be a 3 wave in A, or actually 5 wave in A, then B and C. Getting right to the 0.618 extension here on logarithmic and on arithmetic scale. So that would somewhat make sense. Then after that point, after establishing wave 4 up here, around this $67 area, we would be looking for 5 waves down, 1, 2, 1, 2. This whole structure would be another 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into third of micro down here, around $39, wave 4, kind of similar size as we had with 2. There's really no good looking alteration here, and we can't really place an alteration here either. We can have alteration between this subminute structure, but can't really have it here for the micro structure, even in these areas here. So it is kind of weird that we don't have that viewable, but again, it's just a guideline, not a requirement. Usually it is a requirement, but if you can't just see it, then I guess we don't have it. Here again, that expanded flat here into the wave 4 of subminute, and then contracting diagonal here into the 5th. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Then we would be looking for some kind of retracement here upwards, and yeah, that would be it, right? For the wave 4, and then we would be looking for one more low. Yeah. Currently for this structure, after the possible wave 4 here, I've labeled this as an A, B and C. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into A, 3 waves back, very short B. Usually we would like to get these to around the 32 retracements, which we did not get. We did get the 23.6 retracement, but yeah, not always happens. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into wave C, getting us that ABC zigzag pattern into wave W. Then 3 waves. Again, have to ignore this wick here as it was not present in other exchanges. In here, it could be this as a, or we could establish this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. So that would be again 3, 4 and 5. That would get us to this A wave, then 3 wave back, and then would be looking for last leg of C wave. Now we'll see how it turns out. 1-to-1 extension of this WXY is around $54.50, same as the minimum retrace or extension of this ABC move. So overall, I am still looking higher, although we do have that divergence already here in price and RSI. So it definitely can be something else as well. But yeah, that is pretty much everything I wanted to share on Dash at this very moment. If you have other accounts you would like to share, there's a link to my Discord server in the description below. Also, if you would like me to update certain other assets, let me know in the comments below. For now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.